Oi. All right, this is what we're trying to get rid of. Let's see if I can show you guys here. All right, I'll bring the power along with me. So you see how nice and smooth that is? What's up, Mad Ducks? I'm gonna try and drag that light over here into what hasn't been sanded yet. See that top light? You guys can make the light out there. You bring it down here into the texture and it goes away. That is what we are trying to make the whole truck look like. But right now it looks like this. I have a terrible toothache right now, Mad Ducks, if you're really wondering what's going on. But the show must go on, as they say, right? So we're gonna see what we can make happen here. We got a DuraBlock. I'm gonna wrap some 1000 around it. So that's the one thing I noticed so far, is where I just de-ate it. It's pretty wavy. It's not as flat as maybe I wanted it to be. I've already wiped this panel off. I got it wet first, then I dried it. Got all the dirt off of it. So I'm gonna start by blocking with 1000 here. Just to flatten everything up. Let's see where that gets me. And then we'll switch over to the DA. As you can see, this does take off some serious amount of clear. And it does it in a hurry. So this will be my third time across this panel. And down one. One. Two. Three. Continue working our way right down the pit. One. Two. Three. 2, 3. $1986 F-150 is what it is. One, 2, 3. Now the tricky spot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1. And this is all done. 2. 3. 1, 2, 3. Whew. Yeah, that'll make the shoulders burn. That's for sure. you guys what, I'm actually kind of impressed where that first round of whatchamacallit got us there. Dirt in here, likely from spraying that. We'll see how that ends up. Am I legal? We're getting there, Sean. 1,000 grit on the DA. I just blocked with 1,000 to get everything straight. Now we're gonna finish that. That's a bit rough. Sounds about right. Get some water on this bad boy. Get her sanded. I'll do the whole panel all the way top to bottom one time, and we'll check on it, see what it looks like, see if it needs any more. I did a little bit of DA work last night by myself without you guys because I have never wet sanded with the DA before until last night. I need to do body work on the rear of my bed. Some ass hit and ran. Damn it, I hate that. How come the body lines don't match? Because something has to be shimmed. I think either the cab is too high or the bed is too low. The other side, they match up perfect. But we haven't, the bed's not bolted down yet. We're about ½ inch, 3/4 of an inch off. Cab is higher than the bed. Yes, it is. Frame isn't straight. You find me a 86 Ford that has a straight frame, because there is no way. They're so flexible. I don't know. Don't touch the trim. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Thank you, Todd Paul. Working. It's saying there's another mod in the chat, but I don't see one. I'd like to have that truck. He's selling it, AJ. Sean, KJ might not be selling it. What are you doing? Wet sanding it. Bro, nice truck. I'm saving up to fix my truck, Sean, or I would. How should you go about fixing that? What am I fixing, Daniel? Good evening, Beneke. You mean the misalignment? So what I'm looking for here is how well, or how unwell, I guess, because it could have went the other way, right? My sanding went. This is, like I said before, I blocked with 1,000 to get started. That was 1,000 on the DA just now to get this first step down. I can tell you already, this right here needs a little more work where that dirt's at. Let's see what it looks like. If I had to guess, by the first look, it's pretty close. These little trim nubs have absolutely been killing me this entire time. All right. Let's bring you guys in for the inspection. And I'll show you what's going on. You want to keep your rags clean in this process. Clean as possible. Okay. I'd mentioned to you guys that I have a massive toothache right now. Stop being lazy and stand up. Well, it's not being lazy, my friend. So what we're trying to get out are all those little shiny spots. See them all still? That's telling me the surface is not flat yet. So for all you guys who are thinking I'm taking off maybe too much clear, I'm just taking off a millimeter or so far. Down here in the tan, it's really hard to see. Well, you can see that run right there real easy. Actually, that's not a run. It's a hair. Down here in the bottom, still needs So I'll hit this all again with the 1,000 on the DA one more time, and we'll see where that gets us. How long have your truck? Many years. We've not had this truck very long. Making it line up. Good evening, Beneke. KJ sending me stuff in the background there, guys. You have orange peel in it anywhere, everywhere, AJ. That's what I'm getting out, is the orange peel. That's what's leaving that look right there. This is what we want it to look like. And that's actually got to be sanded again, because there's still, if you look down here, I don't know if I can pick it up in the camera or not. It won't focus on it. There's still some pitting in it, very lightly, but there's still a little bit in it. It's a process. It takes a while to get done. Appreciate all you guys being along with us here. Like I said, have you ever wet sanded with a DA? Because before this truck, I had never. This is a first for me. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate that. I need all the help I can get. You can pray for my sore tooth, I can tell you that right now. Many times. Any pointers, Ace? I know a lot of people say don't take the DA over the edge, but I have a big DA, and obviously this little bit right here, I've got to go over the edge. But I'm not rounding this edge, I'm not rounding this edge. I'll round this big edge up here, but these smaller ones, I dare not go anywhere near. This top edge is good. I don't need to hit it again. It is all the way good. I can work up to it, and I got to work this top a lot more because there's still a lot of texture up there. I'll work up here. So, I got it. This area right here is nice, all along here. Up in here, which I found on the other one, did the same thing because I'm not spending a lot of time there because I don't want to rub the paint off of this surface along here. But I'll tell you what I'm doing here is it's flattening the tan, because the tan, actually no, the blue is higher than the tan because the blue was put on after the tan. Yeah, there's still a lot down in here that I got to get. There's a little droop, a little sag right there. Get rid of that hair. Even that door needs done a little bit more. Can you see all the way up here? Yeah. I've got a couple little nibs of dirt right here that I'm trying to get out. Other than that, it's just the little spots we got to get. Before, I've never used one of these pressure guns. We used to always use the guns. That's a pain in the butt, for sure. Later, AJ, thanks for hanging out with us. Use the 3M system for polishing, number 1, 2, and 3. Use 1500. I recommend doing it by hand and avoid the edges. Amen. My shoulders can't take doing it by hand anymore. I started blocking it with 1,000. That's where we started. And then I have 1,000 on here. Just taking it nice and easy, not getting carried away. The 3M system, I've never seen the 3M system. I'm using the Harbor Freight system. Gabriel Edwards. We meet again. I think I'm going to like this one even more than Laney. eyes to see what this looks like. Oh yeah. I got carried away, guys, covered his whole truck in goop. Well, I think that's it for 15 or for 1,000. Time to move up. And we got that little nub out of there. Little dirt nub is gone. Somebody's going somewhere. What do you think? Looks like you guys think something. Do you new to Ski Bondi? Ski Bondi? Yeah, unfortunately, Ace, I do not. No interface DA pad. Change your paper. Add more water. No interface DA pad. Mr. Wick, I don't follow, sir. If so, yes, Mongo has done about professional job as anyone's. Yeah. Looks fantastic, but thanks, Sean. Appreciate that, brother. Yeah, so this is, can I unplug the phone yet? You guys are plugged in right now. It is just about good for 1,000, I think. Time to move up a grit. There's still little, wee little pins in there. Nice two-tone. Thanks, Jersey Paddle. Thank you, thank you. Hello from Japan. Hello from southwestern Pennsylvania, Japan. Good to have you. This is the 3,000 I was using yesterday. I think only 2 or 3 of these come in a pack. All right, so yeah, I'm right. 3 of these come in a pack, and I have here a 1500, as you guys can read. What am I doing? Perfect color scheme, Mongo Man. Thank you, sir. Looks like solvent pops. Solvent pops? Oh, you mean those little pops? They could be, I don't know. Wet sanding. What's good, bro? You guys being with me here tonight, that's what's good. For sure. $1,000 grit coming off. 1,500 going on. Go over everything once with this, and step up to the next one. This feels like paper. Like a sheet of paper almost. Anybody know what grit a sheet of paper is? Are you into planes? Unfortunately, I'm not into planes. I mean, I'm into planes, don't get me wrong. When I was growing up, I was really into planes. Navy planes and Air Force. A-10s, F-111 aardvarks. Of course, SR-71, who doesn't appreciate a good Black Hawk once in a while? 300. Done. Alrighty. Want my water. See what everybody has to say. And move on to the next step, which is 3,000. Diesel, 302 gas. I sub, thank you, Allegiant Aviation. Sheet of paper has to be 6 or 8. That's what I was thinking too. I'm gonna try and become a maintenance on an A320 when I graduate high school. That's cool. Freshman, so that's a little while. F-15 Strike Eagle was my favorite fighter. 22 and an F-35. Wow, Jersey paddle. You're doing it wrong. Use a sandpaper P15. Nice truck. Thanks, Kayla. Diesel, 302. Gas. Thanks, Sean. 75 watchers. What do you guys think so far? A lot of work, isn't it? Well, I look at it, all that work I did in the beginning, this is where it actually pays off. Because if that panel wasn't straight, this would be useless. So, I know that panel is straight, so I can do all this work and make it look really nice. 15 is coming off. Off with the 15. On with the $3,000. And this is like, whatchamacallit, definitely worth it in the end. Yesterday when I did this 3,000, at first I thought it had soap in it. And I probably should have a little touch of Dawn in this water. But I don't. You will not see, like before, you guys saw the material collecting on the surface. You won't see that with this 3000. A little more on top. A little more water. Do I have hearing protection in? This thing's barely making, it's not making 85 decibels, I can tell you that. For all of them. Thanks, Loco Moco. Cover the wheels. I asked because that sound hurts my ears through the TV. Sorry, Rod. Polishing makes it show quality. Well, I don't know about show quality. It's gonna make it pretty. It's just a doggone old 86 Ford anyway. Oh, what a difference that made. That's super slick now. Got one more grit to go. I think I got 4,000 over there for the final step. I hate those nubs. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. What I like is as you step up in grits and you start, the idea here is just like building a house, guys. What goes on when you build a house? Every step hides the step underneath it. And the closer you get to being complete, the nicer it gets, the more refined the steps become. Same thing's going on here. I started with 1,000 grit on the block to get everything flat. At least I think that's what I did. I'm hoping that's what I did. Then we stepped up to 1,500 to hide the 1,000 scratch marks. From 1,500, the last one was 3,000. Why I decided to make that big jump? I don't know. Maybe there wasn't any 2,000 at the store whenever I bought the stuff. I think George, whenever we did Laney, he paid somebody $350 to do that entire truck. You know what? I think that was the deal of a lifetime. I do. YouTube University is where I learned this. I had never wet sanded with a DA before. This was all new to me before last night. I thought that I'd go right through that clear coat, to be honest with you. But as you can see, I am not. 315,000, 15, 3, that's garbage. Used damp, it says. Where'd you guys go? Still my back. There you are. Sorry about that, guys. I have no idea what happened. Hopefully we didn't lose too many of you. Yeah, we're all the way down to 16. Dual action sander, yes, of course. All right, so the last round was 3,000. This is 4,000. And then we'll get to do the money shot. That's what everybody's been waiting for, I'm sure. 4,000. Done. Ruined? I saw they came out with battery powered DA. I wonder if it's worth it. I've heard that it is worth it. Datsun 510 wagon. Doubt it, Ed. Probably shits out with a quickness. That's what I figured too. Logan Flute says ruined. I just was curious because I don't have any good compressor to run a DA long term. You can do some serious damage if you're trucking along on a body and the sander just stops. I wouldn't waste my money if I were you. Thanks, I won't waste my money then. Love you, bub. So, you guys are talking about the Milwaukee M12 DA. This, of course, isn't it, but this is an M12 tool. KJ and I are definitely going to invest in a couple of those. One of our buddies has already got one, and we're waiting to hear what, he's actually a body guy, unlike us. We just do this stuff for fun. So we're waiting to hear what his take is on it. But from what I've heard in the industry, of course, you know, what I've heard from them, or, you know, you always hear that, well, they said it's good. Who are they? That's what I always ask. It's supposed to be pretty high quality. It's supposed to last, I think somebody said like 6 fenders. It'll stand 6 fenders. Now, you know, is it gonna be 86 Ford fenders? Where you practically gotta take all the paint off of it because it's all dry and garbage paint? Or is it gonna be, you know, just cutting open a brand new car in a collision repair shop, cutting the clear coat like I am doing here so that you can spray over it? I don't know. I don't know what their battery life is looking like. So that was the end of 4,000. That's as far as I'm going. I don't believe there's any need to go any further than that on this truck because it is not a show truck. It is in fact a 1986 F-150 that we want to look nice, don't get me wrong, but I don't think we need it to be like Wrangler quality. It's already the nicest thing I've ever done. Like I said, we didn't do this to George's truck. We did not do this to Laney. I didn't anyway. George paid a body shop to do it. It's almost shiny already. I don't know that I'm going to endorse it yet. Australian made, great job. Car looks great. Thank you, sir. Badass color combo. Thank you. This is Eddie Bauer color. That's why we used it. So what do you say? Do we buff it now? You guys want to see it buffed? Trying to say 86 Fords aren't show worthy? I just don't know if this one is, Sean. Just don't know if this one is. All right, something else I learned the other day. You guys will appreciate this. When I got back into this, it's a 1986 F-150. My paint came off of my 250. How do I do this? Oh, how do you do this? You got to have patience, brother. Cruise-in worthy. Yes. Well, it's like Derek said, right? We're not after a truck that's going to win car shows. We just want it, when you step out of church, the old farmer says, doggone it, that's a good-looking truck. So when I got back into all this, I stepped into the foam world, and the DA buffers. I have a Bauer DA buffer here somewhere. I actually used it on the other side. And granted, I didn't prep it anything like this. I didn't prep it all the way to 500 or 5,000 like that. But I found out I like these better. I've heard from a lot of people that when you're cutting, you definitely want to start with a wool pad on a rotary. And this is a rotary. It just goes roundy round. So wool pad, rotary, 7-inch. This is all Harbor Freight junk. Everything I'm using is from Harbor Freight. From the sander, that's a Baxter sander. All of these are from Harbor Freight. They're the Hercules brand. Even my compound is from Harbor Freight. Now, that's what I was saying is the other day I learned something. How often would you do this? I have cut and buff a truck once. And then from there, it ain't mine anymore to worry about. After this, you shouldn't have to cut it again. Clay bar is what you would do. That would be your cut after this is all done. This is extra heavy cut 10 Pro Speed combo. But if you look on here, you see that? It says body shop safe. I never knew what that meant. Well, I know what it means now. In a body shop, you do not want any of this stuff to have silica or silicone in it. What they put silicone in this stuff for is a filler. It actually fills all the grooves and all the notches and things in the paint and makes it look better. Well, if you have silicone in this and you're over here buffing on this truck and you've got something in the next bay that you're painting, and you know how this stuff is, you're going to throw this all over the place. You throw some of this on that. This is an extremely hobbyist. That bit's true. There are different grits and pads. You also want a light to avoid holograms. So yeah, I'm going to start with this. I'll start with it, and you guys can let me finish. I'm doing a 3-step process. This is step 1. We're doing a heavy cut and a wool pad. Step 2 will be a yellow, what is that thing called? A yellow foam pad, and the next grit up of cutting compound. I think it's 4. And then the last will be a black or a gray pad, a foam pad, and a polish. And that's to get all the swirl marks out of it. At least that's what I'm going to try. Again, I just stepped back into rotary. This is the way I used to always do it, but we always used 3M products. And again, this is strictly everything Harbor Freight is what we've got going on here. So bear with me, guys. I'm gonna run this right around. Yesterday I was at 1,400. I think that's where I'm gonna go again. I like it there. Let's drop it down on this. That's 1,000 there. That's pretty good. That's another misconception I used to have, is you want to run this thing hard and fast. Some say you run it slower the better, because it has a chance to cut things. You want a good arm pump, get one of these in your hand, I'll tell you that. Step one. My hands are tingly. Is that a good sign? Probably not. Yeah, I think the block made a difference in the beginning. Have I told you guys how much I don't like these little nubs yet? Can't use that one anymore. The tingling sensation. All right, let's talk about it. Looks good from here, Ed says. So, what I was talking about is that whole section that I just blocked out there. Actually, let's go this way and get the door in it. Well, I don't know. Not really. Doesn't make much of a difference. That's how Bondo Billy does it with those vertical lines. That's how you tell if a panel is straight. At least that's what Bondo Billy says. I like it. I think it looks good. Like I said, it's definitely the best. It is definitely the best paint job I've ever done. That's for sure. Can you guys see me? Hi. I can see me. What's funny is this line completely disappears. Something right there. Yeah. And again, this is step one, so there's 2 more steps that we've got to go through here on the buff. A lot of people would probably just walk away with it. Walk away right there. Don't tell KJ I'm going to let you guys see this. He'll be upset with me. Showroom quality. Give me a second. I'm looking for something a little thicker than this. Because the red is maybe not as thick as I want it to be. Oh, that's your pinstripe. Red with a gold stripe. It won't focus on it for some reason. I could have sanded this lower part a little bit more. There's still a lot of pit marks in it. The blue is really nice. I don't see any pit marks in it, but this tan up along and through here, a lot of little pit marks. I think it's sleeting outside. Front of the truck isn't there right now. It's over there. 2 fenders in the hood and the tailgate. There went my water bottle. It's sitting on a 6-inch rough country lift. He's going to end up taking the blocks out of the and somebody did mention earlier that that body line doesn't line up. You're absolutely 100% right, because either the cab is sitting too low or too high, or the bed is too low, because the bed's just sitting there. We'll get that taken care of. I do like the red stripe. There is a Lariat badge that goes right there that's red, and then the XLT on the fender badge is red as well. Where did you get them? Where did you get those tires? The Radial All-Terrain BFGs. That's a marketplace find right there. For sure. And they're not in terrible shape, but they are period correct for this truck, I would say. The wheels, maybe not so much, but the tires are 100% period correct for a 1986 Ford. Without a doubt. What's a Ford without orange peel? Larry. What do you guys think? Is it worth all that work? Like I said, this is definitely this is the best I've ever done. That'd be a nice color scheme then. Blue, tan, and a red stripe. Yep, there's your red stripe. Red and gold. And then my plan, because these are Eddie Bauer colors, if you guys go back in the 80s, anything that was Eddie Bauer was always this dark blue and tan. I'm going to get Eddie Bauer decals, not decals, but the Eddie Bauer fender emblem for it. So, what do we got here? An hour and 20 minutes, so 2 hours I've been at it. And we did half of the bed. And it's not done yet. Like I said, that's step 1 of the buffing process. I want to go all the way around the truck and get step 1 done, all the way around. Now, what I'm going to do here, because the bed is still on the truck, is I think, hello, home in Brazil. Welcome, Jorge. KJ and I will lift the bed up and slide it back about a foot. That'll give me a little bit of room to work around the back of that cab and get that buffed out as well, because I don't like it whenever the back of the cab isn't buffed. Or, you'll look inside of here and the back of that cab is all rough. This one's not rough by no means, but there's a lot of the times that you will. And that's one thing else I learned with George's truck. George's truck, I only brought this stripe like just a little bit in. This one, I took it all the way back on both sides. So as you can see, it disappears. You can't see it. And then here at the door, you can see it's the stripe continues inside the door jamb just ever so little bit, so that looking at it, looking at the face, you can't see blue back there. But that is the driver's side of the bed to the first step of buffing. Very happy with it. Hey, that Ford is looking fantastic. Thank you, Victor. I am looking for a thicker pinstripe, though. I would like the gold to be as thick as the red, and the red to be twice as thick as that one, and less transparent. You can actually see right through that red. If I can get it to focus, you can see where that tan line is underneath of it right there. And thankfully, I did do such a clean line on that. It's not all wavy. This one down here will get covered up by the, I think Mr. O'Shea had dubbed that the crash cart. The cart, what did you call that, Sean? I think it was you anyway, wasn't it? The grocery cart molding. The blue has definitely lightened up a little bit. It's not as dark as it was. I can't wait to see it in the daylight. It's under these artificial lights. It looks good. I'll peel this off of here. So if you guys know where I can get, you don't think it was you? Somebody was. One of you guys said that. Somebody's having fun out there. Love that color combination. So it's dark shadow blue and light desert tan. All right, I think I'm gonna get on out of here, get up to the house. It's about time to take some more pain meds. Hopefully that tooth feels a little better. It's 10:15, getting on to 10:15 anyway. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate everybody hanging out with us. We got 50 likes. That's awesome. Channel's doing real good, guys. We're up over 5,000 subscribers. I appreciate everybody that keeps subscribing to the channel and keeps everything moving for us. So KJ's not with us tonight, but he'll be back tomorrow. He did change over the tires on Henry. There's Henry's factories. And he was off and running around tonight. So, all right, everybody, I am going to hit the hay here. Stay blessed, my friend. You as well, Victor. Thank you very much. God bless you guys. We love you for hanging out with us here and all the support. We definitely love everybody being a part of this project with us. We will be back tomorrow, I hope. Got a little bit of running around to do in the morning, but then there in the afternoon, I should be back out here sanding my heart out. Love you guys. The old Mongo Man's out.